The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Worm's Crossing. And this place has been a haven. And Harpers were less than welcome in the city proper.
Seems hard to imagine your efforts haven't always been appreciated.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon. My prices. Get your seafood here.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Well, what if there's food shortages? Rationing? We can't leave anything to chance.
Dandelons is up those stairs, and he's hung blooms beside the door, so the Harpers are waiting too.
Orin, Skra! Burn away the shadows she hides in. Tear off her mask. And you, a shivering...
More flavor for less.
Of course. Sexual worries are things. Yeah?
Also has Franks. Listen, it's got private room.
I'm sure he has plans, but I wouldn't dare discuss with him.
He'd break his nose. Good boy.
Stupid bridge guards.
Maybe
Dumped
the
a lot of them.
circus would be more open to traders?
Just think, soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time. One more mark, then we can go. Hello, beautiful. I didn't see you there.
We were just discussing,
You should come. It'll be the talk of Baldur's Gate. Oh, thank goodness.
This is not the time, Petras.
Yes, dear sister, I know we have places to be. We'll leave once our good friends here have departed. I look forward to seeing you at the palace, though. It'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I promise. The master plans to expand his territory. Take Candlekeep. Maybe even R.
Has plans. Yes, of them. Are the gods truly this petty?
I got it. I got it. I would. This armor is still pricey.
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians...
But good armor is hard to find.
Now here's someone... Stop. Inhale. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be
Sizes! Prices!
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and...
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. You really do think I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain? And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged, but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen who have caused you so much trouble accidentally did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. Oh, I'm sorry. It would tear you apart. Right? You'll find the moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect, if and then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies. Perfect. The master was slain. They dined on him, but the hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chain. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until, and I'll keep your contract. I'll be seeing you.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a diabolik.
I'd sooner have imagined shattering a planet with my bare fist than taking a deal with a devil. But we shouldn't regret the bargain, not for one instant. Raphael can have his crown, if it means breaking Prince Orpheus free. You're right to quit. Devils are slippery creatures. They twist their tongue, but a broker is as bound by his contract as his buyer. The hammer must be real, or Raphael could never. Now, to the Chares's Caress taproom. We...
So, a deal's been struck with Raphael, at least. He certainly drew out his sales pitch for long enough. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Me too. It's concerning that something could come between us like that. Especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How interesting. No doubt he impressed upon you the need to do so. And what did he want in return for this knowledge? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. Tell me, you turned him down. Tell me, you turned him down. I was absent. If there is one thing you can be certain of, but that is your problem. I will not let you put our survival at risk. I have obvious. Now come. We haven't.
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic Hammer. And still you signed his contract. Perhaps it was the wiser course. But I have trouble believing our problems can be solved so easily. You think me lonely? Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act, rather than with allies every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Would you? In time, then. Perhaps...
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
So quick to share it with him. This is not wise.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. Can it be? Will the mighty Prince Orpheus soon...
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith.
Istik, Now that you have the hammer, you must find once inside. Smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. Let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry. No.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others.
Action, not reaction.
New guy in trouble.
You got that right.
Look at me.
Girl,
You need
that
make
Any sense?
You will when you've met the drow.
It's spoon. Oh, Father, give me strength. Sorry. Be careful. Better be.
Nothing fishy about my prices. Get your seat through here.
Is that blood?
Lovely.
No, never mind.
And nice.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
Lae'zel gave a thorough description. You can't think of more you would add?
Certainly not. Or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his... To break Orpheus free, we will need the Orphic... A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It isn't... You merely need to think strike. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate. A flesh port... The silver injures the body. The gate's flesh injures the mind. A formidable weapon... Very well.
den of decadent delight.
I hate loot boys. I don't understand why there's such a type for so many.
I never knew I was even hired. I don't know where she wants to be rid of that broom.
I wish I could
Isn't
just...
right.
I mean, to try.
On his leash.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword?
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my angel, of course. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies for life. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black, black, black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors that plagued my home. He's gone now. Lucky that I found by the... He's gone now.
Did you want something? If not,
of course.
Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get... Fine. What's on your mind?
Need something? We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it. I remember how it hurt when I turned in. I don't want to turn into anything else. If we master the tadpoles, it will be different. But right now, that mastery depends on an... I'm not going to submit.
Hi. You were really nice. Could we maybe stay here?
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything.
Voss stands at the ready. All that remains is to... How we get in.
How can I help? I can only imagine what I could... You've not taken this power for yourself. So I can only wonder, why offer it to me?
So bad. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. And you just told her. That is her... Exact. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin... he's more predator than politician. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a... Ask it.